I'm Jennifer Sonko, and this is QTV News coming to you live from our studios on Caraba Avenue. Thanks for joining us. And here are the main local, international and sports news headlines. Following a successful Hajj in Mecca, the first flight with over 400 Gambian pilgrims left the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia today at 4 p.m. and is expected to land at the Banjul International Airport before midnight tonight. On Saturday, President Adama Barrow laid the foundation stone for the commencement of construction of the much-awaited and talked-about estimated $5 billion five-star Radisson Blu Banjul Hotel in Bijilo. Following recent social media claims about a clash between a traffic officer and someone from the military in the streets of Basse, the Security Command of the sister forces in URR organized a joint road running exercise to defuse the rumors. Professor Dr. Omar Jah has urged Gambian youths to remain steadfast, disciplined and serious with their education. He was speaking at the graduation ceremony of Sheikh Mas Ka Senior Secondary School. Now those were the main headlines, and now the news in detail. Do stay with us. Thank you for joining us. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV News, and I am Jennifer Sonko. Now, following a successful Hajj in Mecca, the first flight with over 400 Gambian pilgrims left the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia today at 4 p.m. and is expected to land at the Banjul International Airport before midnight tonight. Here's a brief report.
The first flight with over 400 Gambian pilgrims from all 9 Gambian Hajj operators left the King Abdul Aziz International Airport in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, at 4 p.m. Gambian time and is expected to arrive at Banjul International Airport tonight at 11:35 p.m. The second flight will also leave at 4 p.m. Gambian time on Tuesday evening and is also expected to land in Banjul at 11:35 p.m. on Tuesday. The first batch of Gambian pilgrims left for Mecca on the 26th of June. As they were due to depart, the Minister of Religious Affairs, on behalf of President Adama Barrow, called on the pilgrims to pray for the Gambia, be united and be ambassadors for the Gambia throughout the Hajj. QTV wishes all the Gambian pilgrims a safe return home.
Now wishing them a safe arrival, President Adama Barrow laid the foundation stone on Saturday for the commencement of construction of the much anticipated and much talked about estimated $5 billion five-star Radisson Blu Hotel in Bijilo. It will be the biggest and most luxurious hotel in the Gambia when completed. Alusise was there and fastened this report.
The $100 million hotel is among key projects earmarked for the hosting of the OIC Head of State and Government Summit. When completed by a scheduled 15 months, it will be the biggest Radisson Blu hotel in the sub-region. The Radisson Blu Banjul will house 400 high-end garden and sea view guest rooms as well as VIP suites. It will have royal villas, presidential apartments, meeting rooms and other amenities. The Radisson Blu Banjul Hotel is a project under Imogam, a company jointly owned by the people of the Gambia through the government of the Gambia, and Imoland Sal, the investing Dakar-based Senegalese private limited construction company. Yankuba Diba, CEO of the OIC Gambia Secretariat, said Imoland Sal was awarded the contract after a thorough bidding process. He is convinced the construction will be delivered on time.
This five-star project is unique as it is a public-private partnership, and it is the single biggest investment in the history of hospitality industry in the Gambia.
Hamad Nkeba, the Gambia's Minister of Tourism and Culture, said the hotel will raise the status of the Gambia in no small measures as a tourist destination and help in the recovery efforts due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Evidence shows that tourism accounts for 20% of the country's GDP.
This country lacks an international brand. Today, we don't have one single international brand in the Gambia. The Accord Group left the Gambia a couple of years ago. Saraton left the Gambia a couple of years ago. And bringing this Radisson Group here will certainly make a difference.
Abdullah Cham, a Gambian by birth, who is the founder and chairman of Imoland Sal, gave assurances of his company's readiness to deliver the best facilities to the Gambia, a country he described as home, hence the reason for his interest to invest in the Gambia. He confirms Imoland Sal's commitment to fulfill its investment commitment to the project.
I am therefore confirming the following commitments. Imogam will spend 100% of the $100 million financing of this 5-star international branded hotel.
President Adama Barrow says he's excited about the prospective impact of the mega project on lives and livelihoods in the country. He expressed his government's commitment to its timely completion.
Let me use this opportunity to emphasize that the Gambia will indeed host the summit, and we are on track to doing so in a spectacular fashion. We have the will, the ability, the resources to do so. In short, we have the capacity, and by God's grace, we will succeed.
Following his last visit to the project sites, during which he expressed dissatisfaction with the slow progress of work, particularly on the urban roads, President Barrow said he has directed the revival and strengthening of the various levels of coordination and oversight bodies and functions. These include the Project Steering Committee and the Project Implementing Unit of the Ministry of Works, Transport and Infrastructure. Though the project won't be ready for the OIC hosting this year, the OIC Gambia Secretariat said the OIC Summit projects are designed to be legacy projects, and their advantages, benefits and impact will far outlive the summit. For this reason, it says it will make sure that Gambians get it right in the best interest of the nation and the global Muslim community. Reporting for QTV News, I am Alu Sise.
Following recent social media claims about a clash between a traffic officer and someone from the military in the streets of Basse, the security command of the sister forces in URR organized a joint road running exercise to defuse the rumors circulating on social media about allegations of tensions between the forces. Our reporter Alaji A.F. Jallo attended the activity and fastened this report.
The sister forces, comprising the Army, Police, Fire Service and immigration officers, organized a joint road running exercise to further cement the already existing strong relationship between the security forces in URR. Some weeks ago, a traffic officer had a rift with military personnel in the streets of Basse, which was reported on social media in such a way as to cause panic among the public. According to the security command in URR, the out-of-context and uninformed social media reports were responsible for causing public alarm. Addressing the sister forces at the police station where the incident occurred, the CEO of the 3 Infantry Battalion in URR, Lieutenant Colonel Sajo Jaju, said, "No amount of misinformation will distract or destroy the cordial relationship between the sister forces in URR."
What has happened here is rather unfortunate. In fact, that one is not something that I call a problem between the army and the police. This is just a misunderstanding between a traffic officer and a soldier. Okay? Then what happened was, they could have avoided all what has happened, that misunderstanding, if all of them acted professionally. So that one is buried. But to our surprise, I was inside the office with the acting commissioner, just trying to hear from the parties concerned. All of a sudden, I came outside, a lot of people here, and then stories came out.
The Regional Military Command reaffirmed their commitment in serving as role models and in ensuring the peace and stability of this country is not compromised.
So I want to tell the general public that the concept they have, or in fact the news that they were hearing from social media, is unfounded. But this is a demonstration of that. You have seen it yourself. We want to assure the public that, we are the same and we continue to be the same, inshallah. Yes, this country, I will repeat it again, we will not allow anything to do with our peace and stability. We are here for that, and inshallah, we are ready to lay down our life to see to it that this country remains at peace.
The acting police commissioner in URR, Superintendent Yerombalo, said the incident reported was due to a misunderstanding between a traffic officer and someone from the military, but was not a fracas, as was alleged in the reports. He advises people to verify their news from conventional, credible media houses.
It was just a misunderstanding between a traffic officer and a military, and which was solved in my office. It's just that, social media blow things out of proportions. But what was portrayed in the social media and what happened is far different. This is one of the responsibilities that we are doing, just to, clear it from their mind that whatever they are peddling is false. Because if what they were saying is true, we will not have converged together and do this exercise. The conventional media houses are there to put things right. Social media is open. Anybody can think of whatever you want to think and then send it out. They will not verify. Understand? So before you take it to be serious, try to verify and know the truth in it.
The continued peaceful coexistence between the sister forces in URR is vital to maintaining peace and stability, and they therefore have a duty to always conduct themselves in ways they will not alarm the public. For QTV News in Basse, I am Alaji A.F. Jal.
Good move there. Now, Professor Dr. Omar Jah has urged Gambian youth to remain steadfast, disciplined and serious with their education. He was speaking at the graduation ceremony of Sheikh Maskar Senior Secondary School. The event was also attended by Q Group Chairman Mohamed Jah, among other dignitaries. More in this report.
Addressing graduates, the erudite scholar and former diplomat, Professor Dr. Omar Jah, congratulated and implored them to take their education and personal lives seriously as they move into the next phase of their lives, and added that without discipline, one would hardly achieve anything meaningful in life. Sheikh Maskar, he adds, is proud to have contributed to their lives and encourages them to emulate the iconic scholar after whom he named the school.
Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when he was called, the message given to him was Iqra. Iqra means read, mean educate yourself, learn. But Iqra bismi rabbik, in the name of Allah. But it doesn't stop there. Alladhi khalaq. Khalaq eesh, khalaq al-insan min alaq. Learn, educate yourself by guiding yourself with the Allah's name. Ismi rabbik. Ismi rabbika is where Allah manifests himself in the creation.
Guest speakers Mohamed Jah, Q Group Chairman, and Modu Mas Job spoke on the importance of education and being patriotic, and urged graduates to always put country first.
Today you should start taking responsibility from your parents. You can see them sitting around here coming to witness this great day for you, and the reason why they came to support you is they have hope in you. They think that you will change your life and you will change their lives. So I want you to remind you of the principle of why this school was established, which has been narrated by our father, Professor Dr. Omar Jah, which is the basis for the establishment of the school, and that is to have education, Islamic education, and to use that education to be able to impact lives of people in society.
At this stage, you have three things, I call them three E's, that you should be looking at. 1, education. 2, enhancement in terms of skill training or whatever else that you need to do. 3, employment, looking for opportunities to create employment, to be entrepreneurs and things like that.
Mayama Dem, the outgoing head girl, and Abdullah Baji, who received several awards and certificates for his outstanding performance and conduct over the past 3 years, expressed delight at completing high school. And as they look forward to pursuing journalism and law degrees respectively, they thank their parents, families, and the school for supporting them throughout their 3 years journey at the school.
It is just an amazing day and a great day for me. From nursery school, junior school, and senior secondary school. It is challenging though, but I thank God for granting me the strength and the time to complete my senior school.
What I feel today, it is just like there is cold water in me, because I know that I deserve this certificate because I study for it. I don't know whether there is impressive ceremony just like the whiskey or Korte. I keep on studying. Even sometimes my father will even shout on me, go and sleep. But I will say, no, father, let me study. All the graduates received certificates signifying their completion of 3 years of studies at what is one of the most reputable senior secondary schools in the Greater Banjul area, Sheikh Maskar Senior Secondary School. Answana Nyase for KTV News.
Now, congratulations to the graduates from that story. We will go for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we have some more stories for you. Do stay tuned.
How do you view the current parliament?
Clothing allowance.
Yes.
What are the benefits?
Think about the roles and responsibility given to them.
A police constable is going home with less than $3,000, saving lives and property. You have your family there. We cannot maintain you visiting your family.
It's not family.
In 2017, you were all given pickups.
Yes.
What happened to those pickups?
When each of you came to us to ask for a vote, you cried to us that you want to make this country different.
That is why.
And you are not making this country different, but making your life different.
Try to caricature these little things that clothing allowances.
These are not little things. All the National Assembly members is from Gunjur right down to Banjul. You get a minivan. How divided is your National Assembly? So far, what we have seen is like schoolboy head boy sip competition. That's what I've seen.
Yes.
Since Sadauda, we had add 1 butut, add 2 butut, add 3 butut. We are sick of that.
State of Affairs, airing on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. on QTV.
Qmoney is back again with its easy-to-use, secure and convenient mobile app that allows you to carry out all your transactions. No matter where you are or what time it is, you can always access your funds. With the new Qmoney app, you can cash in and out, buy credit, buy Qpower, shop, make payments, and so much more. You can also send Qmoney, pay bills, receive international remittances, and transfer cash to others. Just download the app from your Play Store or App Store and get started. For more information, call customer care on 133. Qmoney, Sinu Kalpe. We innovate, others follow.
Welcome back from that break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV News, and I am Jena Basonko. Now, the Media Academy for Journalism and Communication, MAJAC, organized a graduation ceremony on Friday for the first ever home-trained film and photography students. The initiative aims to facilitate job opportunities for youth in film and photography and was funded by the International Trade Center through the Youth Empowerment Project. Mahmoud Lamin Choi has more.
Documenting and recording modern-day social life have become indispensable to film and photography. It is said that, quote, saying and documenting life and death through a lens allowed for the world to record a reality beyond the printed word or the words of others, end of quote. Given the significance of the creative industry to society, with an increasing demand in services of this industry, film and photography have become sources of employment for many. In recognition of this, the International Trade Center, through the EU-funded Youth Empowerment Project, has supported a 9-month-long training for 20 youth, including men and women, 16 of whom have successfully completed a course in film and photography. Mohamed Emesba is the president of the Gambia Press Union.
The graduates need to utilize their skills and tell those stories that matters to the masses. The Gambia's literacy rate is low, and there is a need to help those who matters to get the information they deserve.
During the training program, the students took 6 modules in film and photography, after which they underwent 3 months internship to institutions in film and photography to prepare them for the job market. The training program is implemented by the Media Academy for Journalism and Communications. Sang Mende is the managing director of MAJAC.
The creative industry, which includes film and photography, art and craft, advertising, design, entertainment, architecture, books, media, and software development, have become a vital force in the acceleration of human development.
The International Trade Center, through the Youth Empowerment Project, is exploring the film and photography to support youth employment and entrepreneurship. Gone Pane is a representative of the International Trade Center.
Among these goals, the Youth Empowerment Project puts special emphasis on the Gambia's creative industries, in particular on the film and photography subsectors. Due to its potential to foster creative expressions, employment, preserve our socio-cultural heritage, support market access, and commercialization of products and services across all sectors, which in turn creates visibility for the Gambia as a nation.
The graduating students are tasked to utilize these skills learned to create job opportunities for themselves for self-reliance and sustenance. Being the first batch of trainees in film and photography in the Gambia has been a life-changing experience for the graduates. They are seeking financial and material support to be self-employed and self-reliant. Susan Jai is one of the graduating students.
Film and photography is a very wide field, and I have come to realize that most of the photographers in the Gambia are skilled but lack documents to back their creativity, which is very important.
According to statistics from the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, employment in the Gambia stands at 35.2%, meaning at least 234,725 of our population are without a job. Skills development has become an area in which government and its partners are making interventions as a strategy to boost employment opportunities for the population. Mahmoud Lamin Chai, QTV News.
Congratulations to the graduates. Now, the IMVF Techifi project supports women with horticultural startup kits in Sarah Sanding village in Wuli East URR to revive backyard gardening to combat hunger and malnutrition. Alaji A.F. Jallo attended the handing over ceremony and fastened this report.
The backyard gardening support is going to empower 47 women in Sarah Sanding, a village in Upper River region at the border between Senegal and the Gambia. At the presentation ceremony, the deputy manager of the IMVF Techifi project, Margaret Wade, said the main goal of the Techifi program is to create opportunities for youth and women to combat irregular migration to Europe.
The Techifi program is a European Union funded program the main goal is to create opportunities for youth in the Gambia, especially in the agribusiness sector. In this regard, we receive basically a call from this community that they were willing for the first time to start doing gardening. And then we also, part of our main goals is to help communities to create opportunities for youth not to go back ways.
Sambaba, the governor of URR, said empowering women in reviving backyard gardening is another step in combating hunger as well as contributing to the socio-economic development of rural women living away from big communities.
The support is enormous, very, very important in changing the lives and livelihood of the women in Upper River region. And the work of IMVF and partners, that's ADUAC and IOM, is just as a result of complementing government effort. Because when you looked at it, the backyard garden being established in Sare Sandigi is going to help develop 47 women in Sare Sandigi. And now what I advise them to do is to make sure that at least this garden that is being established in Sare Sandigi serve as a model, so that other communities in Upper River region can also come to Sare Sandigi and learn. That is why they are partnering with the Directorate of Agriculture in Upper River region, where they are provided with extension workers as staff in helping them to look at 3 thematic areas. One, they are going to look at the farmer field, where the women will be educated on how to manage a garden, a backyard garden. And at the same time also they will also look at the seed aspect of it, so that at least they are given seeds so that they will be able to sustain themselves year in, year out, where they provide their own seeds. And the third one is going to be the economic aspect of it, where one is going to help them to boost their nutritional aspect and at the same time also help them economically to be empowered.
Kumba Jallo, a beneficiary, expressed delight for the support and says the kids will eat their work and further increase their productivity. Before the coming of the support, we have encountered difficult situations, especially the security of our garden produce. This support has come at the right time. We want to thank the donors for responding to our needs. Backyard gardening offers many opportunities to improve one's life by providing outdoor exercise and excellent nutrition with homegrown fruits and vegetables. The provision of these horticultural kits will help the women with fresh greens and vegetables. Reporting for QTV News, I am Alaji F. Jallo.
From that, now let's take a look at what is happening in the world of sports. The Sports Journalists Association of the Gambia, in partnership with the Gambia Press Union, on Monday commenced 2 days training for its members to enhance their sports writing and reporting skills. Ali Cisse was there and fastened this report.
The 2-day training program for these sports journalists, drawn from the print and broadcast media, forms part of the Gambia Press Union's affiliates program funded by the Civil Society Fund of Denmark. Further to this training, as part of the project, each of the 6 affiliates are also supported to strengthen their policy formulation, organizational administration, financial management, fundraising, and communication and advocacy. The training is focused on sports news gathering, ethics in sports reporting, radio and TV commentary, and sports management, among other skills delivered by respected senior sports journalists. At the opening ceremony, Musa Cisse, president of SJAG, held the partnership between SJAG and GPU to enhance the skills of its members. He says the sports press body had and continues to be committed to the welfare and capacity building of its members, which is evidenced by the association's move to pay for some of its members to undergo studies at the Media Academy for Journalism and Communication, MAJAC.
In these sort of events and occasions, we put the challenge to members of this body to understand that, I mean, in this job there is no resting. We can't relent. Hence the challenge in the manner in which our sports is moving.
Deputizing for the GPU president, Paul Stephen Prada, a GPU board member, promised that the GPU will continue to partner and support its affiliate to promote professionalism.
GPU as a body will collaborate with all affiliates to support whatever training they are undergoing. So SJAG, we're together with them, and I just want to urge all of you on behalf of the GPU executive and all the general members of the union to take up this opportunity.
Lamin Sane, a seasoned sports administrator who made a presentation on sports management, talked about the need for sports journalists to go beyond on-the-field reporting to expose malpractice in sports based on facts and not assumptions.
And sports has values, sports have ethics, and we all have to accept. Without that, you cannot move. So therefore, we have to communicate properly. In the communication, all sports federations, like you are a journalist, when there's an issue, when there's a problem in any game, first and foremost, you ask for their sports constitution.
Lamin Cham, sports editor with the Standard newspaper, describes sports journalism as the fastest growing area in journalism in the Gambia. Hence, they need to organize such training to regularly promote fairness, objectivity, factuality, and creativity in sports writing and reporting.
There's always a new twist or new development in any job you are doing, both in terms of the local and international environment. And since the job we do, journalism generally is, it has no boundaries. So it is only important for forums like this here and there to come together as a family, learn from each other, and adjust, and even widen our horizons on the job we do every day.
SJAG is a registered body of practicing sports journalists in the Gambia, aimed at promoting sports journalism to the highest level possible. It is affiliated to the GPU and the International Sports Press Association, AIPS. Reporting for QTV News, I am Ali Cisse.
From that story by Ali Cisse, it seems that is all we have time for. Do join us at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Thanks for watching.